Most gardeners spend $20, $30, even $50 a month on fertilizer chasing bigger harvests that never quite arrive. What if the most effective plant growth booster you will ever use is already sitting in your kitchen right now, and it costs less than $1 to make? Today I am going to show you a simple 3-ingredient recipe, yeast, sugar, and water, that feeds your soil biology, supercharges root development, and can genuinely triple your harvest over a full growing season. Yeast is not just a baking ingredient. It is a living organism that is naturally rich in B vitamins, amino acids, and a class of natural plant hormones called cytokinins that directly stimulate cell division and healthy tissue growth in plants. When you activate yeast in warm water with sugar as its fuel, it begins producing compounds that your soil's microbial community absorbs and uses almost immediately. This is not a folk remedy or a gardening myth. The science behind yeast's biological activity aligns directly with what researchers have documented about how fermented microorganisms improve root zone health and nutrient cycling. Once you understand what is actually packed inside that tiny yeast packet, using it in your garden becomes a completely obvious and logical decision. The real power of this recipe is not what it does to your plants directly. It is what it does to the invisible living ecosystem beneath your feet. Yeast feeds and activates the beneficial bacteria and fungi already existing in your soil, dramatically increasing their population and strengthening their ability to break down organic matter into plant-available nutrients your roots can use immediately. When your soil's microbial community is thriving, your plants absorb nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium far more efficiently, even without adding anything else to the bed. This compounding biological effect means that every monthly application makes your soil measurably healthier and more productive than the month before. Think of it as building a living fertility bank directly beneath your garden that pays out bigger dividends with every season. This recipe uses exactly 3 ingredients that are almost certainly already in your kitchen right now. You need 1 teaspoon of active dry yeast, the kind sold in small individual packets at any grocery store for about 50 cents. 1 tablespoon of regular white granulated sugar, and 1 liter of warm water at roughly 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is just comfortably warm to the touch. The total cost per batch works out to well under $1, and from measuring to finished solution, the entire preparation takes about 5 minutes. There is no special equipment to buy, no unusual ingredients to hunt down, and nothing you need to order online before you can start today. Start by filling a clean glass container or pitcher with 1 liter of warm water. Not hot enough to sting, just gently warm and comfortable to the touch. Add your tablespoon of sugar first, and stir gently until it dissolves fully, because dissolved sugar is the fuel your yeast needs to activate quickly and completely. Once the sugar is dissolved, sprinkle in 1 teaspoon of active dry yeast and give the mixture one more gentle stir to distribute it evenly through the water. Set the container aside uncovered at room temperature for 20 to 30 minutes and watch for small bubbles rising to the surface and a thin layer of light foam forming on top. That foam is your confirmation that the yeast is alive, biologically active, and fully ready to go to work in your garden. Before you take this solution out to your garden, it needs to be diluted down to a safe, plant-friendly strength. The correct ratio is 1 cup of your activated yeast solution mixed thoroughly into 10 cups of plain water. A simple 10-to-1 dilution that preserves all the biological benefit while ensuring your plants and soil microbes are never overwhelmed by too much activity at once. This diluted mixture is enough to treat 1 standard raised bed or 4 to 6 large container plants in a single session. Always prepare only what you can use that same day, because the solution performs best when it is biologically fresh and active right after dilution. Carry your diluted solution to the garden and apply it slowly and evenly directly to the base of each plant, focusing all of it onto the root zone rather than spreading it thinly across the entire bed surface. A standard watering can with a coarse rose head attachment works perfectly for this, giving you a gentle, controlled pour that delivers the solution exactly where the roots can access it immediately. Avoid spraying or splashing the solution onto the foliage, particularly during warm, sunny weather, because the residual sugar content can attract fungal spores or cause minor surface burn on leaf tissue. Keep your application slow, focused, and thorough enough that the solution soaks several visible inches down into the root zone before you move to the next plant. Most gardeners applying this recipe for the first time notice the first visible sign of change within 5 to 7 days. A deeper, richer, darker green in the foliage as improved nutrient absorption begins reaching the leaves. By week 2 and week 3, root development accelerates noticeably, and plants that had been sitting relatively still begin pushing out new stems, flower buds, and fruit sets at a faster rate than before. Over a full growing season of consistent monthly applications, the compounding improvement to soil biology and root depth becomes visibly measurable in your harvest weight and volume. Gardeners applying this recipe to tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and beans consistently report harvests that are significantly heavier than the season before, and many are measuring double and triple yields compared to what they pulled before they discovered this recipe. Quick pause here. If this recipe is already making sense to you and you want more practical, zero-chemical gardening solutions exactly like this one, hit that like button right now and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a new video. New organic gardening guides come out every single week, and every one of them is built around simple ingredients, real measurable results, and nothing expensive to buy. It is free, it takes 1 second, and there is a lot more coming up that you are going to want to see. This yeast and sugar brew delivers its strongest visible results on heavy feeders, vegetables that draw large amounts of nutrients from the soil continuously throughout the growing season. Tomatoes are consistently the most dramatic responders, often showing visible foliar improvement within the first week, followed closely by peppers, cucumbers, squash, and zucchini. Leafy greens including lettuce, kale, spinach, and Swiss chard also benefit significantly from the improved soil biology, producing thicker, more nutrient-dense leaves in a noticeably shorter time frame. Beans, peas, melons, and fruiting herbs like basil also show measurable responses in terms of leaf density and fruit or pod set. As a general rule, if you are growing it to eat, this recipe is almost certainly worth applying to it. Once a month throughout the active growing season is the right application frequency for most established garden beds and container plants. The growing window runs from early spring after the last frost through the end of summer or into early fall, depending on your climate zone. Apply it in the cooler morning hours before temperatures peak, and always make sure your soil is already moist from a regular watering the day before. A pre-moistened root zone absorbs the yeast solution far more quickly and efficiently than dry compacted soil. Skip any application during extended periods of extreme heat or drought stress when your plants are already in survival mode, and simply resume once conditions stabilize. Consistency of application across the whole season, not a single heroic dose, is what builds the lasting compounding soil health benefit. The single most common mistake gardeners make with this recipe is using water that is too hot, which kills the yeast cells before they ever have a chance to activate and leaves you with a batch that does nothing. A simple test: if you cannot comfortably hold your hand in the water for 30 seconds without pulling it away, it is too hot, and you need to let it cool before adding the yeast. The second mistake is skipping the dilution step and applying the undiluted concentrate directly onto the soil, which can overwhelm beneficial soil microbes and temporarily disrupt the pH balance that takes months to rebuild. The third mistake is preparing more solution than you can use in a single session. Activated yeast solution left sitting past 24 hours has lost most of its biological activity and delivers far weaker results. Avoid all three consistently, and this recipe will perform reliably every single time. Unlike bottled synthetic fertilizers that keep for months or years on a shelf, this yeast solution is a living biological product that performs best when it is freshly prepared and used within 24 hours of activation. After that window closes, yeast cell death accelerates, and the solution loses the majority of its biological potency. Meaning at that point, you are essentially just watering with dilute sugar water. The good news is that your dry ingredients, individual packets of active dry yeast and regular table sugar, store perfectly at room temperature for months, allowing you to mix a perfectly fresh batch in under 5 minutes on any day you are ready to feed your garden. The cost stays consistently under $1 per application all season long, with zero waste and no expired bottles sitting forgotten at the back of a shelf. Let us bring it all together one final time so this is easy to remember and simple to repeat. Take 1 teaspoon of active dry yeast and 1 tablespoon of white sugar. Combine them in 1 liter of warm water at around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Stir gently and let the mixture rest uncovered at room temperature for 20 to 30 minutes until it becomes lightly foamy on the surface. Dilute 1 cup of that activated solution into 10 cups of plain water, then apply it slowly and directly to the root zone of your plants, not the foliage. Use it once per month throughout your active growing season. Focus it on your heaviest feeding vegetables like tomatoes, peppers, and cucumbers, and always apply it to pre-moistened soil. Follow those simple steps consistently, and the improvement you see in your soil health, root development, and harvest weight by the end of the season will be all the proof you need. That is everything you need to get started with this recipe today. Simple ingredients, simple steps, and real results that compound with every application through the season. If this was helpful and you are ready to test it in your own garden, take 3 quick seconds right now. Hit the like button, click subscribe so you catch every new organic gardening guide as it comes out, and leave me a comment below telling me which plants you are going to try this on first. I read every single comment and I genuinely enjoy hearing what is growing in your backyard. I will see you in the next one.